Then last but not least, it's time for the fifth and final sketchbook for this tour. And this one is, as I mentioned, the first sketchbook I ever made myself. I just learned bookbinding and I had this paper that I really liked, which is this thick mixed media paper that you can use for basically anything except watercolors. It doesn't really do water, the paper just dissolves, but you can do basically everything else like gouache, acrylics, ink, all kinds of pencils and crayons, and even alcohol-based markers. I used the sketchbook a lot in the very beginning for pretty much everything. It was the first book that I'd started since that fancy, expensive A4 sketchbook that I bought when I was an art student. And this is really where my exploration of keeping a sketchbook started and became what it is today. You'll see a lot of different things in this sketchbook. I experimented with markers, colored pencils, acrylics, acrylic markers, ink, pastels, and watercolors, which is how I discovered that I kind of needed another sketchbook for that. Some of the spreads I worked on inside my studio, but I also brought the sketchbook with me outside a lot in the beginning to sketch on location. I would say that this is probably my least used sketchbook today, simply because I can't use it for watercolors, which is something I've been using quite a lot for the last 1 to 2 years. And it's also a bit too big and clunky for me to want to bring along on hikes in nature. So most of the time, this sketchbook just kind of sits on my shelf. But that doesn't really matter, because what matters is that this is where a new curiosity started, and that curiosity has kept growing ever since, just in a slightly different shape and form. But preferences kind of come and go for me, and I'm sure that I'll find my way back to this sketchbook in due time.